Let's get it. That's right. CJ writes. What's happening, people, and welcome back to another video. This is CJ Wright, aka CJ Lloyd Webley. This video is designed to help you stop overthinking and help you to move forward in a practical way. The first thing I always say, and you know me, this is CJ Wright, so I've got to advocate for this. Whether it's a pen, a pencil, a marker, whatever it is, just get your ideas down on paper, because the way our minds work is that the more you put in, the more you don't get out, it's just going to overwhelm you. So the first thing you want to do is understand the power of the pen. Understand that you don't need to hold everything in here at one or any given time. It got to a point where I was doing so much that I started to feel a little bit overwhelmed, and I even had to outsource and get myself a PA because I was getting emails after emails. You know, I run 2 organizations, and also I'm trying to do these YouTube videos. I'm trying to help people to understand their self-worth and understand that they have power within to achieve what they want to achieve. So I was getting overwhelmed with all of that because I'm just a very busy person, and so I even had to outsource to get someone to help me write things down and help me with my to-do list. But I'm not saying everybody needs to do that, but I think everybody should be writing things down to help them to be able to structure their time and structure their days, so they're not feeling like they don't have enough time to get everything done. You can't do everything at once. You can only do a set task at any given time, and then there may be little things that you could do around that, but you should be having your set tasks. So write down what you want to achieve. The second point I have on how to stop overthinking is actually to start saying yes more. Why would I just say yes to things? When you start saying yes more, there's no time to overthink about it. It might sound weird because I'm doing this YouTube channel, but like one thing that I don't particularly feel comfortable all the time doing is public speaking. It's different speaking into a camera, but when you're out and speaking in front of people on your own and they're coming to listen to what you've got to say, sometimes that can feel a bit overwhelming, and my natural inclination is just to say no, I don't want to do it. But it got to a point where as my profile was building, I was getting asked to do all of these speaking gigs. Can you share your story? Can you share this and that? And it got to a point where I just had to start saying yes, because there was a reason why people were asking me to do these things, and they wanted to help me to build my profile and to ultimately start getting my message out there and my experience. So I learned that there are things that you need to weigh up as to whether they are going to actually help you in any way. But if it is something that is going to ultimately help you to build your profile or get you to the next level of your career, then you should really start saying yes, because the no's are only going to start closing doors on things that you didn't need to close the door on. So keep the doors open, and if it's not a yes straight away, for example, if it's an email and they've asked you to do something, just give them a holding email to just say, I'll be back to you in a couple of days, and then speak to people that you're close to, weigh it all up and see if it is an opportunity for you. But I would always advocate to start saying yes to things. Number 3, this point actually leads on nicely from the previous point. It's actually to seek guidance from people that you trust, because these people are going to actually hold you to account and have the most belief in you. And if you trust them, then you trust their opinion. If you're not quite sure about something, ask 2 or 3 people, is this something that I should do? If the general consensus is yes, then the likelihood is it is something that they would want to see you do, because they want to see you do well. And also it starts to get to a point where you're actually running out of excuses, so the yes is probably the right decision for you. And the 4th point to help you to stop overthinking is to ask, why do I feel so anxious when I'm being asked about doing these speaking gigs? Why do I feel anxious? What is it actually that's making me want to say no? And sometimes it's actually to do with you not necessarily believing that this is an opportunity that's meant for you. So it actually starts to feed that doubt into your mind. So you have to start to get to a point where you start believing in yourself enough to say, actually, yes, I can do that. Yes, I will do that, because ultimately, the more you start feeding that positive energy, the more confident you will be about saying yes to these things. So always ask, why do I feel a certain way about saying yes to this? If the energy doesn't feel right, if this just doesn't feel like the right opportunity for you, again, always go back and see who's around you, those people that you trust. draw on them, have a conversation, and 9 times out of 10 you will make the right decision. But always keep the doors open and never just reject an opportunity on the surface. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope off the back of this you will be able to start saying yes to more things and you'll stop overthinking. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button. Until next time, peace and love. Take care.